I'm saying that using Python, you can create the reports. Using Power BI also, we can create the reports. But in Python, you have to do the coding. We have to write some little bit lines of code. Whereas in Power BI, you need not to write any code, guys. It is going to be completely with the help of the GUI based. GUI based, it means a simple drag and drop what we can do that. And apart from that, I also given some idea about like what are the different roles are there. Nowadays, almost all it's going to be almost all what we can do is almost all everyone requires, guys. Everyone requires some kind of a data visualization skill. As I said that if you want to become a report developer, or if you want to become a data analyst, or if you want to become a data engineering. So if you want to search, go to some kind of a job portals like Naukri.com, guys. Okay, so go to Naukri.com. So there you can find out some jobs related to, which is going to be basically if you want to work completely on Power BI. So we have something called as an Power BI developers will be there, guys, right? So search for the jobs. So Power BI developer means completely dedicated Power BI. So there is going to be a completely dedicated Power BI is going to be gets required. So you can see this kind of an which is going to be Power BI developers what we can see with the data. So see there, it's going to be something like 5 to 10 years, 4 to 7 years, 3 to 6 years. We have something like 5 to 10, 6 to 10, 3 to 5 years Power BI developer. So it is going to be Power BI. It's going to be something called as an MSBI, something little bit Oracle, BI, etc. What we can see with the data. So 3 days ago, it's going to be the latest 1 day ago. You can see 1 day ago, 4 days ago, 6 days ago. So we can see, guys. So Power BI developer at IBM, 7 to 12 years of experience is going to be required. So you can see, guys. So a lot of which is going to be Power BI requirements are going to be there. Hardly you can see 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. So you can see which is going to be almost all latest we can see, guys, but asking for very high experience, minimum 4, 3, minimum they're asking for 3 to, which is going to be 3 to 5 years of experience. So we cannot find that much less here, but we can see which is going to be this one. Even if you want to become which is going to be a data analyst. So if you want to search for the jobs like which is going to be a data analyst jobs, what we'll generally will search for the data analyst jobs, guys. So data analyst also obviously require a data visualization skill is required, guys. Data analyst I'm talking about. Data analyst means nothing but he is also responsible for an analysis, but basically he also requires some kind of a data visualization skills. I don't say that it need to be Power BI. It can be some kind of an which is going to be some kind of an which is going to be some kind of a reporting tools, etc. See, it is going to be a data analyst is there 1 to 2 years of experience. So as we can see that it is Power BI, Tableau, SQL, data analysis, something just they're asking for 1 to 2 years of experience, what we can say. So if you want to become a data analyst, so if you can see some kind of an Power BI, Tableau, as I said that some database knowledge, some kind of a Python. Yesterday I told you, guys. So it is going to be some kind of a Microsoft SQL Server. So Snowflake is a one database. These are all three databases, guys. Python and Power BI, Tableau. Something like this, which is going to be something what we can see. See, you know that simply learn. You know about the simply learn what we can see that. So 0 to which is going to be 6 years of experience is there. So there also if you can see Power BI, advanced Excel is required. Something it's a combination of which is going to be various which is going to be tools. So data analyst in Capgemini what we can see Python, writing some SQL queries which is going to be Power BI, something like that. Like this we can see, guys, a combination of which is going to be not only on Power BI, it is going to be nothing but a combination of which is going to be various skills that is going to be makes a which is going to be a data analyst what we can say with that, right? So even if you want to become a data engineer, even data engineering people it does not requires that much. For a data engineering we don't require that much, it is going to be gets required, guys. They also requires, but a little bit. That means not all of them does not require some kind of an which is going to be mainly they require something called Python, big data systems. Those are going to be basically data engineering people are going to be gets required, but even a little bit of. So if you can see, it is going to be some kind of a data management, TSQL, Azure, data analysis, Power BI. So if you can see a little bit, which is going to be related to some kind of a data visualization also, some kind of a skills that are going to be gets required there. All right. So something like this, it's going to be a combination. Nowadays, everyone, guys, almost all, everyone in the, which is going to be everyone. So who requires some kind of an, which is going to be a basic idea about some kind of a, who want to work with the data, they require some kind of an, which is going to be this kind of an, maybe not all of them requires, but up to some extent, data visualization is going to be also some kind of a role, some kind of an, which is going to be some kind of a skill sets, it is going to be gets required as part of that applications. So maybe it is going to be something which is going to be, maybe they may not be that much required, but a little bit of which is going to be data visualization and all these things, maybe a little bit, not at an advanced level, but a basic level of data visualization also maybe gets required there. So some kind of an, which is going to be roles what we can find out. Obviously, data science experts, even though those also people requires all these kind of skills and all these things what they require here now. Okay, fine. Now coming to the implementation, as I said that it is going to be some kind of an coding as well as UI based. I'll show you different type of roles. As I said that anyone who want to analyze the data, they require some kind of an data visualization. Yes, just give me a second, guys. Just give me a second. I'll be. Yeah, guys. Let's continue, guys. Let's continue. Okay. So what we are trying to discuss here is, guys, it is going to be so something like which is going to be GUI based without writing any coding or anything. You can just directly we can do that. And by the help of Python, we want to go for some kind of a coding. So nowadays, anyone who want to analyze their data or who want to, which is going to be understand the data in an easy way, they require some kind of an, which is going to be this is required. So just an idea. That means I don't know how much extent of Python you are aware about that. I was a Python expert, guys. Python expert means I was into the data science. So mostly I depend on the Python only. So I can do it, guys. But you may have heard about the, because nowadays even everyone is learning Python also, guys. Even everyone is learning basic Python. So everyone there are learning some basics. So at least they may not be aware about that. At least they know some, even they don't know the implementation also, they knows how to do this particular. They may hear about some kind of a terminologies here, guys. So I'll show you. I'll ask you some few questions. Try to answer it, guys. So can anybody tell me, guys? First of all, whenever we want to create a report, can you tell me in a generalized way only, guys? Don't think about anything about Power BI or something like that. Whenever you want to create a report, first of all, what you require is, guys, anyone? Can you tell me what is the first input? What is the first thing which what we require, guys? Anyone? Yes.
Data,
Okay.
data.
Yes, data, right? We have to go for some kind of a data is going to be required, guys. Whether you want to create with the help of a Python, whether you want to create with the help of a Power BI, first of all, we have to require the data, guys. We have to import the data. So anyone having any idea, guys, in Python, how do you import the data into Python? Anyone having any idea, guys? Have you heard about that at least? Anyone?
No, sir.
No? Have you didn't hear about anything about that? See, technology wise, nowadays everyone is speaking about, right? Even we are not expert, even if we are not expertise in that, at least you will speak to something like when some people talks about Python. At least we'll see some people who are working on Python. Oh, didn't hear about anything about that. No one. So Python has become now a common language, guys. Now everyone is learning Python, whether IT, non-IT, same. That also it is going to be Python is also same thing like Power BI. Everyone is learning Python at least for basics. Okay, don't worry, guys. Maybe I was not sure about that whether you may, but have you heard about, guys? Anyone has you heard about anything a terminology called as pandas? Have anyone heard about pandas? At least have you heard, guys? At least have you heard at any time pandas in Python?
Yes,
No.
sir. Python,
Hmm.
we have heard about.
You heard? Have you heard about that? Do you know anything about that?
No, sir. I have heard about Python only.
Okay. Generally, okay, no worries. So generally, nowadays, see, because everyone, which was available online now every days. See, when there are really required or not required, people are learning. So it's at least some basics like they will see something like ads, they will see something. Okay, no worries. So in Python, whenever you want to get your data, guys, first of all, what you have to do is there is some Python means don't think that we have to write a lengthy programs like C, C++, Java. We need not to write lengthy programs, guys. Python is a very simple language. Okay, and even if you have a little bit knowledge of Python, that is going to be nowadays it is better, guys, because everywhere they're asking about Python. If you see commonly, even if you say any IT professional, non-IT professionals also they're asking about the Python, guys. Okay, no worries. In Python, whenever you want to get your data, you have to require something called as a library called as an pandas library will be there, guys. Python is all about libraries, and don't worry, you need not to learn Python. There is Python and Panda and Power BI, nothing relation is there. I'm just telling that I'm showing you how the coding, how the GUI makes the difference. I want to just show you that application, guys. So in Python, whenever you want to work with which is going to be pandas, first of all, we have to one or two lines of code, guys. We don't require to write a lengthy code. So first of all, what you have to do, guys, I'll show you practically. Import, which is going to be, I said pandas as for example, PD. PD is nothing but the alias name for the pandas, guys. The pandas is a library which will help you to work with all these data manipulations, data analysis, all these things generally we do with the help of the pandas library in Python, guys. So after importing this particular library, I want to read the data from any CSV file, guys. Obviously, the source, the data is available in a file. Just don't worry. I will tell you all these things. These are not at all required, guys. This is not any practical session, guys. I'm just telling you how the difference will make that. So PD stands for pandas. We have a function called as read CSV. I will read the data, guys. I have some file in a D drive. I have a folder called as the data folder. From there, I have a file with a name called as usercars.csv. I'm taking a very small data set I'm taking, guys. I have a file with a name called as usercars.csv. I'll show you in the D drive in a folder called as a data folder. So I'll get the data and I'll put it into one variable called as cars data set. That's it, guys. Only two lines of code. Okay, it's not creating visual, guys. First of all, we are importing the data, guys. Let me show you how it is going to work. I'll show you the example, guys. Don't worry. This is your Python environment. Okay, this is your Python environment, guys, where we have to write a Python code. So clearly we can see Python, which is going to be 3.13.5 is what we can see that. See what I'm doing now? Import, which is going to be pandas as PD, guys. So the library need to be imported first of all. Where is the file is there? I'll show you the file, guys. It is there in my D drive. I have a D drive. Inside that, I have a data folder. Inside that, I have a file with a name called as. Can you see the file name, guys? Usercars.csv file. So this is a normal CSV file, guys. See, some data was there. So let me import this data first of all, guys. So how to import this data? It is going to be nothing but cars equal to, it is going to be pd.read underscore CSV. It is d:/data slash, it is going to be usercars.csv file. That's it, guys. Once if you do this statement, immediately the data will come from the file and stored it into the cars variable. See that? Simple if I display the cars data set, clearly we can see the same data, guys. You can see the same data, guys. Year, model, price, mileage, color, transmission, 2011 SEL 21,992 7413 red color and auto transmission car. Same data as it is. I brought it into which is going to be my Python applications. Data has came, guys. So whenever I asked you, so whenever I'm asking you saying that, do you know anything about Python? So said that, no, maximum you said that, sir, we don't know anything about Python. We are not aware about that. Okay, fine. Keep it aside. Now I will open Power BI, guys. Have anyone earlier, have you seen or at least have you worked on Power BI, guys? At least do you have any basics of Power BI or completely zero knowledge, guys? Have you ever seen the Power BI environment, guys? Anyone?
No.
Anyone? No,
No.
no, complete zero. This is the screen first time you are seeing in your life?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So observe carefully, guys. So whenever I opened the Python and asked you, saying that, can you tell me what you have to do? You said that, so, no, sir, we don't know anything about Python. First time you are saying that we don't have any idea about the Python. Now you're saying same question. So this is Power BI, guys. So you are saying that you are seeing this Power BI screen for the first time. You never seen this environment. You never have an idea about that. But think just a little bit. Don't be worried about that. I'm not starting with any practicals. I will show you everything from the basics. I'll show you guys. Okay. So what is my point here is whenever you want to work, that means whenever you want to get the data, same thing. Whether you work with Python, whether you work with Power BI, whether you work with Tableau, does not matter, guys. In all the cases, concept is same. Okay. Can you just look at the screen carefully and can you tell me, guys, if you want to get the data, what you have to do, guys? Anyone? What you have to do, guys? Anyone, can you tell me?
First, we need to import the data.
Okay, so if you want to import the data, what I have to do? Just look at the screen carefully. Just if you just screen, so
SQL server.
We are getting the data from CSV file, right?
Get data. Get data.
Absolutely, guys. Here we have an option called as a get data. See, even you are working for the first time also, even at least that means if you guys who are having at least some basic knowledge of data, etc. Okay, 10, can you tell me, guys, what you have to click here? There are some options are there. Which option you have to click? Can you tell me just to read them and tell me which option we have to click there? See this? No. You are reading the data from which file? User cards.csv.
CSV text.
So there is an option called as N. Can you see there? Text or a CSV file. So when you put a pointer on that, even a tooltip is also coming. Import data from a text or a CSV file. Now it is asking where is your file was there. So I'm specifying where is my file was there. Same file, D drive. I have a data folder. I have a file with a name called as usercards.csv file. Click on which is going to be open, guys. I didn't done anything else. No keyboard. I didn't use the keyboard at all. Same data. You can see the preview of the data like this, guys. Click on the load. The data has been loaded here. That's it, guys. Do you understand the difference? Just I want to show the difference only. I'm not saying that this is actual class today. I'm not starting with anything, guys. Just a basic understanding. I'm just showing you how the difference between something about what we can call it as the coding and how it is going to be. Coding means I didn't written hundreds of lines of code. It also has not taken any hours of time for me. Just I imported the library called as a pandas. I have to remember that means I know that pd.read_csv. I have written the path of the file. If you write any error or any mistake, if you forgot to put a semicolon, it won't execute. If there is any type, if you have any errors, it won't execute. But here it is not like that. Easily we can work on that application, guys. So this is going to be one step over. Okay. See, the data has came. Sir, can I see the data in Power BI? Absolutely, you can see, guys. Same data, whatever you have read from the file, same data as it is. 2011 SEL 21,992, 7,413. Can you see the data, guys? And we have something called as an red color auto transmission. Everything is going to be the same as it is. Okay, next point. Okay, data is ready, guys. Now, can you tell me, guys, after the data was ready, next what we have to do, guys? Data was ready, guys. In both Python and Power BI, the data was ready. Next, what we have to do, guys? Yes, please be interactive, guys. It's not any video training, right? Just you should not sit simply silently. It's like a classroom only. Only thing is online classroom. So you have to be interactive with me. Okay. Yes. Anyone? What we have to do, guys? Data was ready, guys. Now what do you have to do?
Analyze.
No. We want to, what is our main target? We want to create a report, right? See, if you want to analyze, you have to create a report first of all. For analysis, we are creating a report. For easy analysis, we are creating a reports here now. Okay. Then can you tell me, anybody, again, same point, guys, have you heard about anything about Python libraries for data visualization? Anyone? Anyone, have you heard any names? At least, have you heard about any names? Okay, don't worry. It
No,
is
sir.
going to be, yes?
No, sir, no.
No? Okay, okay. Have you heard about this name? Matplotlib. No one? One has heard the name. Okay. It's like a library called as Matplotlib. We are having a library called as NCMon. These are going to be some of the libraries, guys, which will help you to, which is going to be do the data visualization in Python. So Python is all about it's not a programming. Actually, Python is not a programming language, guys. Maybe you guys, maybe nowadays everyone is having a knowledge of at least basic C language, because as part of your graduation or undergraduation, compulsory nowadays, everyone has to learn minimum one programming language. Almost all independent of, except maybe arts students, except arts, whatever the arts groups are there, except them, remaining almost all everyone, even the commerce graduates also nowadays learning C language, guys. As part of their university course curriculum, they introduced at least some basic one programming language. So even the commerce graduates, the BComs people, the BCom people, the students are learning something about the C language in there. Obviously, engineering, obviously every branch in engineering, they have to learn basic C language in their first year. After that, remaining the only computer science people and the IT, those will learn some other languages. But remaining people, at least they have to learn basics of C language, at least they have to learn, right? Okay, so that is what which is going to be, that is what we can say about that. So C lang Python means, don't think that we have to write a which is going to be lengthy, which is going to be programs. Same thing, guys. Import, we have to import a library called as matplotlib. It's going to be, I'm not going details into them, guys. There is another sub library called as pyplot will be there. Don't worry. It is going to be pyplot as which is PLT, guys. So there is a library's name, PLT dot. We have to plot a scatter plot. So it is going to be PLT to scatter. Hope you remember in our school days, we used to draw a graph sheet. Okay, we used to given some data points. So we used to plot that particular data points like this, or something like a circles like this. We used to plot it, right? We used to plot some kind of an data points like this, some kind of a circles and all these things. What we used to do that. So what is on x-axis? For example, in our data set, our x-axis is having something called as a price. Y-axis is mileage. I want to point this data point, guys. Price on the x-axis, mileage on the y-axis. So we have to write x is equal to, very easy, guys. X is equal to price. Y is equal to the mileage. These are the two columns. Data is equal to what? Data is equal to nothing but your whatever the data set is there. Who is your data set? Cars is the data sets. That's it, over. One scatter plot is plotted. Only thing is we have to say plt.show. Unless and until you don't say show, it is not going to show you the code. The visual will not be created there. See there, I'm writing. So don't worry, guys. And don't worry about this, or what about all these things Python you are talking about. So it is becoming very complex for to understand. We don't have any idea. It is only to show you what is the difference between coding and GUI. We are not going to learn anything about Python. See there, import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. PLT dot, which is going to be scatter plot, guys. X is equal to nothing but the price. Y is equal to nothing but the mileage. Data is equal to nothing but it's a cars data set. The visual was created, guys. But where is the visual, guys? PLT dot show. It will show you the visual, guys. PLT dot show is going to shows you that particular visual. It is going to show you, guys. See there? Your x-axis is representing the what is the car's prices, and y-axis is representing the car's mileage, and we can see this is the data what we have to work on it. Right, guys? So that is all about how we practically we have to study and how exactly we have to understand about this implementation, guys. So this is going to be over. This is how we have to do with the help of this particular what we can call it as PLT dot, which is going to be show, guys. So object is cleared. The object is no more existing. Again, we have to create the object one more time. PLT dot, which is going to be scatter plot, guys. PLT dot show what we have to work on it. So that is what we practically we have to study about that, and that is what we have to work on that. Same example, how to do it in Power BI. Maybe in Power BI a little bit. Get data, you are identified that. Here is, guys. Can you see there? there is a scatter plot is here there. So get the scatter plot. Once you click here, the scatter plot will appear here, guys. The scatter plot will appear here, guys. And then what we have to do, guys? Simple drag and drop, guys. X-axis price, y-axis, you can understand, guys, y-axis is going to be mileage. But what is happening here is, guys, it is doing some kind of an aggregation is happening there. That's why do not summarize and do not summarize option we have to write it. See the visual between. This is the visual which was created by Power BI, guys. This is the visual which was created by the Python. Exactly the same, guys. Exactly the same as it is. The visual is existing, guys. Just a slightly change in the colors and all these things, but remaining everything is going to be the same as it is. See the visual? Both of them looks like exactly the same. Only normally that looks like exactly the same. No difference in the output, guys. Do you find the difference, guys? What is the difference between a Power BI or a GUI based and which is going to be coding based? That is going to be makes the difference. Sir, I want to change the color of this. I want to change this color of this marker. These are called as markers, guys. Sir, I want to change the color of this particular markers. What I have to say, guys? Here, everything is going to be done with the help of the customization only. What we have to do, guys? Color is equal to, I'm writing some kind of a color called as an purple color. And I'll say plt.show. So C equal to purple. It will show a purple color. It is going to show you like this, guys. So customization is completely done with the help of the coding only. Whereas in Power BI, same thing if you want to do that. Here we have a customization option will be there, guys. Markers, we have a color. What is the color you require? So color is equal to nothing but I'm selecting the same purple color as it is. See the difference here, guys? This is going to be nothing but color to color exactly the same what I have been got taken here now. Same color, same visual, same application as it is, guys. No difference at all. Hope you understood the point, guys. So whenever I ask you, whenever I ask the question, I given the Python environment and I want to create the visuals means you said that yeah, just a minute, guys. There is a actually there is a sudden heavy rain was there here. So due to that, power has been failed. Okay, no worries. We have a backup. Power backup was there. This is the one, guys. So can you observe carefully? This is going to be the one which we can see the visual what we have been got created with the help of the Power BI and with the help of the which is going to be Python, guys. So whenever I given a Python option and said that, do you know how to create a visual means? Generally what you said, guys, sir, we don't know how to create a visuals, how to create it and how to work with this, all those things. But whenever we talk about something called as whenever we are talking about something about this concept here, so what you said is, that means even whenever you are working with Power BI, what is happening here is, yeah, just give me a second, guys. There is a small power disconnection has been taken place. Just give me a second. I'll be back, guys. Yeah, sorry guys, there was a power disconnection. Okay. So what we are trying to discuss here is, guys, what we are discussing here is whenever we are working with them. So see, whenever asked for Python, you said that you never seen the Python environment unless and until because I was an expert in that. So you require some kind of an expertise on that. But in Power BI, even though you are not aware about Power BI, even you are seeing the screen for the first time also, at least we are able to identify how to get the data. Okay, though you are not able to identify the visualizations and all these things because they are a little bit advanced concepts, but looking at that, you can understand them, guys. Yes, these are going to be some visuals. These are some visuals are there. So get some kind of a visuals, guys, and plot it here, and you can create whatever the visuals you want to create. You can just create the visuals here, guys. See that I'm going to get what is going to be the color here now, and I'm just dragging and dropping the color here now. Automatically the visual, a bar chart or a column chart has been got created. With each and every color, how many cars are present there, we can see that particular data. You can see it here, guys. So that is the way how we have to create a visual. See, within just a few seconds of time. Even in Python also I can do it, guys. It may take 2 minutes of time. In Power BI, it has just taken a 2 seconds of time, whereas there it is going to take a 2 minutes of time. It won't take that much time, guys. But I require some kind of an extra libraries are required. With the help of that particular libraries, we have to do that. I may require some extra libraries. There is a library called as a Seaborn. Using Seaborn, I can create the visuals. Okay. So no need to worry about much about that. I'll tell you again all these things, how to set up and all these things, how to install this Power BI desktop. All these things I'm going to tell you in the coming classes, guys. Okay. So don't worry about that. So no need to worry about that, sir. We don't know Python. Then how can you use Power BI? So what is my main point of discussion here is to learn Power BI, you don't require any kind of which is going to be any kind of a skills or any kind of a programming requirements, or the programming languages are not required. Anyone can learn it, guys. Anyone can learn it without having any issues. We can learn this particular Power BI, guys, without having any prerequisites, without having any knowledge of any programming languages. We can create, and we can just create as many visuals we can create it, guys. It's not a simple visuals, guys. We can create as many visuals we can create it, guys. Okay. So that is all about how we have to work with the difference between something called as which is going to be and Power BI, which is going to be Power BI, and this one. Even Tableau also, guys. Even if you want to learn Tableau, Tableau is also the same way, guys. Tableau is also one kind of a GUI based data visualization tool, but it is not from Microsoft. It is not from Microsoft, guys. Tableau was actually created by some company, but later it was acquired by Salesforce. So if you want to download the Power BI, Power BI is one completely developed by Microsoft, guys. So if you want to download, we have to go to, which is going to be just, we have to go to Microsoft.com, guys. Or I say, which is going to be download, which is going to be Power BI desktop. Later I'll tell you, guys, don't worry. Clearly we can see it is navigating to the Microsoft website, guys. It is Microsoft Power BI desktop. If you want to download Tableau, guys, so we have an option called as which is going to be, I said, which is going to be download, which is going to be Tableau. So here also we can see something called as a Tableau desktop, Power BI desktop, guys, Tableau desktop. So there are in Tableau, we have a multiple options are there. So these are all some kind of a premium, guys. Means you cannot use it at a free of cost. You cannot use it at a free of cost, guys. So there is a free trial is there. It is going to comes only with a, which is going to be a 30 days trial period or something. It is going to comes, guys. Okay, up to some extent only we can use it, guys. Beyond that, we cannot use it. So we are having a different types of products are there, guys. So something like we are having Tableau desktop is there, Tableau server will be there. Okay, Tableau cloud is there. We have something called as a Tableau public will be there, guys. So you have to download that particular Tableau public whenever you want to use it at a free of cost. We have to use something called as a Tableau public. We have to download it, guys. So that is the one what we have to work on that particular applications, right? So it is also going to be the same thing as see Tableau desktop is there. So we have a free trial is there. Only free trial is there. Free trial means only for 30 days only it will works, guys. 30 days or 14 days, only 14 days only, guys. But Power BI desktop is not like that. See Tableau from Salesforce. You may hear about the software Nogas, a company called as a Salesforce. So it is from Salesforce. It is going to be developed by the Salesforce. Actually, it is not developed by Salesforce. It has acquired by the Salesforce. The company has taken over it. It was initially developed by a Tableau company. Like this, we can get some kind of an which is going to be the softwares. Anything is the same case, guys. Do you want to download, for example, I say which is going to be download, which is going to be something like I say download, which is going to be ClickSense, guys. We are having a software called as which is going to be, I have a ClickSense software is going to be there, guys. It is going to be ClickSense. It is going to be ClickSense, guys. So this is going to be a ClickSense, which is going to be another, which is going to be a software, what we can call it as. So it's a ClickSense is another software, guys. So this is going to be one kind of a, which is going to be the tool which we can create some kind of an, which is going to be some kind of a data visualizations and all these things, what we have to work on it, guys. So this is going to be some kind of a ClickSense software, what we have to work on it, guys. Like that, we have some kind of a different softwares are there where we can download and we can work with them. So we are not going to work with them, guys. So this is going to be a ClickSense, is going to be another software is there. You can also create some kind of an all the visualizations and all these things, whatever you want to work on it. Okay. So that's it, guys. That is about the, which is going to be some idea about that particular tools. And I shown you how different is for basically for whenever you want to write a code and whenever you want to go for some kind of a GUI based, guys. Okay. So that's it for the today's class, guys. Actually, today I want to just I plan to have another discussion also. The discussion is like what I can say. It's going to be something like history also, guys. I want to tell you about some history about the reporting tools. So what are the different types of reporting tools came into the market, into the industry from the last 20 years, 25 years back, how they used to do that, now how they are doing this. So all these things, I just want to give an idea about that. So tomorrow I'll discuss about those particular concept in the tomorrow session, guys. And after that, I will tell you about what are the different types of Power BI tools, which tools you have to install, which tools you have to download. I will give you all that idea in the tomorrow session. I'll start with them, guys. A little bit, not a technically, just I'll start with the basic technically how we have to work, that what we are going to work in the tomorrow session. I'll have a small discussions about that, guys. Okay. So that's it for the today's class, guys. Just for today, we'll stop it here and we'll continue in the tomorrow's class, guys. Right? Anyone, guys, any questions? Anyone, if you have any questions, guys? Yeah.
Sir, this is Sriram.
Yes, Sriram.
Sir, as you showed in Python, where you showed different types of libraries, right? How we will know that which library we have to use, like a Panda, Matplotlib?
That's an experience only. So why should I use? So what libraries you have to use? It means it's an experience. So what there are some standard libraries will be there. Matplotlib, Seaborn, we have a bouquet, we have something called as an some other libraries are going to be the PyPlot. These are all going to be Plotly. There are going to be some kind of a libraries are there. So that comes with an experience only. Nothing matters about that. So depending on your experience only, we have to learn about that.
Okay.
Okay.
But in GUI, we are not using that, right?
No. In GUI, you don't use it. You don't need to use anything. Don't worry about that.
Okay. Just to have a knowledge.
Okay. Just it is, if you have a knowledge, it is a better. Because see, just an idea about that. Even see, we also recommend to have at least some basic idea about that, which I will teach you later. Learning Python is it's not a big task at all, guys. But in Python, there is some small, that means it's an optional, it's not mandatory. In Python also, we have some options will be there. If you can observe carefully, there is something called as an Python script visual is available. A Python visual is available there. Can you see there? There is going to be something called as an Python visual is available. And even sometimes whenever we do some kind of an transformations also, there is going to be something called as an, it's an optional, it's not mandatory to learn. Without them also, we can do that. Okay, it's not mandatory that you have to learn. There are disabled here, but you can see R and Python scripts are available there. If you know some little bit of Python, just 1 or 2% additional things, guys. Up to some extent, I will teach it. No need to worry that further you need not to join any Python classes, etc. Up to whatever the Python it is required, just blindly remember them and you have to go in the same, which is going to be the same case. We have to go for the implementation in the same way. We have to do that. Specializedly, there is no requirement to learn Python separately. Whatever the extent you require, I'm going to teach you in the class. Just 1 class or 2 classes, I'm going to teach you a little bit of Python also. Okay?
Okay.
Fine. Right.
So, 2 more questions.
Yes.
After completion of the course, will you show placements or only assessments?
Only assistance is there. Even sometimes see, we don't guarantee it. If we have any, that means not from our requirement. Sometimes we are going to get some kind of an some people will forward some requirements. So if any such kind of an forwarded requirements are there, we'll generally post it for you. I'm going to send it in the group so that you can apply them directly. But I'm not guaranteeing about that. If any such kind of requirements comes to me, obviously I will follow. I will just forward them to all the learners. I'm going to forward them generally.
I mean, assistance you will provide.
Assistance, remaining assistance I'll give you. Basically, the training program. Apart from that, see, nowadays, the things is this particular the interview questions and all these things, they're available online, even better than me. That means obviously you know that, right? So some people ask me the resumes. So I can give, I'm not saying that I can't give but better than my resumes. If you ask, if there are so many AI tools are there, if you give your input to that, that will create a reports better than, it will create a resume better than me, right? Isn't it? So all that chat GPTs and all these things, if we go to chat GPT and ask some questions or tell me what are the, which is going to be MCQs or interview based questions on that, I'll share them. But nowadays, everyone is depending on the chat GPTs and all these things, they are depending on that. So we don't require, only maximum people are expecting is training from my side. Remaining, they are taking care about that. Okay. But if you want any assistance from my side, I'm going to guarantee I'll do that.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
And last question, can we get hands-on experience in any real-time projects?
Yes, absolutely. I'm going to do some kind of a projects, hands-on practice. We are going to do that. Even yesterday also, I have just made you to do that. Just yesterday I explained you. So it is not your batch. In other batch currently going on, some project session is going on. So I'll just show you some kind of an insurance project. We are going to take that. And we are doing some kind of an, which is going to be some kind of an analysis and all these things, what we are currently doing on that. So just we have started only, just a basic designing is over. Still, we have to add up a little bit functionalities and all these things. We are currently adding up those particular functionalities in coming days.
Okay.
So some kind of an visualizations. Okay, fine.
If you get experience in project also, projects.
Yeah, it's obviously I'll do 1 or 2 projects. One project I'll show in the class. Remaining projects I'll share it. Your data will be there. You have some outline of that. This is the way you have to create it. Mainly, see, in Power BI, generally most of the people think that tools and all these things. But apart from that, you have to show some creativity, basically. Okay. So I'll tell you what type of creativity, what we can do, just like how an artist shows creativity. Here also we can show some kind of a creativity. So what are those? We'll discuss them. If we can show that creativity, then only it will be an added advantage. Using the built-in features, anybody can do that, right? So I'll give you 1 or 2 ideas. Based on that, you can also create your own ideas. Also, we can create it. Okay. Fine. Okay. Any questions, guys? Anyone? Okay.
Sir,
that's it for
this session will be with SQL, sir, only.
Which SQL means? I didn't get your question.
No. In the Power BI with SQL, it is mentioned in the.
Yes, we also use a SQL. Mostly I'll use as the SQL Server as the sources so that we can use some kind of an SQL queries. Whatever the extent of SQL Server is required for a Power BI, I will teach you all the particular concepts in the training program.
Okay.
Sir, if you don't mind, can you please share the course content?
I'll share it. Tomorrow I'll tell you about the course content and all these things. I'll share it in the tomorrow's session.
Okay.
So what are the course? That means what you will get, what you can expect from our side, what you can get it. So recording videos, I'll give you a complete details in the tomorrow's class. And then you can, from then we can start with our regular classes.
Okay. And when will the regular classes will start?
There is no specific regular classes. Maximum tomorrow will complete off. Tomorrow is Friday, right? So tomorrow will complete off that. Maximum from Monday we'll start with our regular classes. Okay. Fine. Okay then. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for today, guys. We'll meet up tomorrow, guys.